and I hope you're all doing well. I'm really sorry I haven't filmed in quite a long while. I think my last video was actually when I went to Belfast for Hack the Isles, and that was back in February. And we are currently in July, so I'm really sorry about that, but work has taken its priority and I've been doing a lot of work, a lot of projects, a lot of studying, so obviously that's taken its toll, but I am back, and I'm back with a very exciting video. So for those who don't know, I work in cybersecurity and I am a very avid conference goer. So I've gone to B-sides in Cheltenham, Bristol, London, Birmingham. In fact, I was a volunteer at B-sides Birmingham and I really enjoyed volunteering because you got to see stuff that you wouldn't really do as an attendee. Like, you got to speak to the presenters, you got to help the presenters, you got to basically speak to the sponsors, and it was lovely. This weekend is actually Steelcon and I've never been to Steelcon before. This will be my first time going, and I'm actually going as a volunteer, which I am so excited for. It's actually in Sheffield and I've never been to Sheffield as well, so it will be a very nice trip, and I am there for the whole weekend. So I am so lucky that work gave me Friday as a volunteer day off because I am volunteering throughout the whole weekend. And I'm currently at work doing my work, and then about 5:30 I'm getting on my train to Sheffield. This is currently Thursday evening, and I know you're probably thinking, but the conference doesn't start until tomorrow. That is correct. But because I live about 3 hours away training, it just didn't make sense to do it in the morning because that means I'd have to go up at a ridiculous time. And I've done a 4 AM train before and it's just not fun. So I've decided to go up to Sheffield tonight, stay in a hotel, when I can have a nice leisurely stroll to the event in the morning. So that's my plan for the weekend, and I'm so excited for this weekend because it's over basically 3 days and I've never really been to a conference that long. But tomorrow is basically just the kind of easing you in, like a few talks, workshops. Saturday is the actual conference where, you know, they have all the speakers, the talks, all the swag that you can collect, and that is the day that is going to be the busiest. Like, I am going to have my phone on me with my step count, and I wonder if I'll beat my step count at Birmingham where I hit 21,000 steps, but we'll see. And then Sunday is also the conference, but it is pretty much a half day. So in the morning they've got some more talks, and then at lunchtime we have a kind of goodbye lunch and goodbye drinks, and then obviously I'll be getting my train back home. Another 3-hour train, which I'm really looking forward to. But anyway, I thought I'd bring you along on this journey and show you what an amazing cyber community there is in the UK and how many cyber conferences there are out there, because not many people know about these cyber conferences. So I really want to show it off and show we do have a lot of conferences in the UK and they are pretty amazing. So I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if you do, make sure to like, subscribe, comment down below, and let's get started with this video.
A few moments later.
So I'm now in my hotel room. I've had a very quick Mackey's for dinner because turns out at 9 o'clock at night everywhere decides to close. So when my train was delayed and I got in and I was hungry, I didn't have anywhere to go, so that's my only option. But it's now about 9:30, I'd say. I'm back in my hotel and I'm just gonna have a chill night. Like, I must admit, I am quite tired from all the travelling. I didn't sleep on the train, which is unlike me. I was actually studying, so that's very unusual for me. But it's boiling, so I'm gonna get into my pyjamas and I'm gonna put on TV and just chill a little bit. So I will see you in the morning. Morning everyone, it is currently 8 AM and I'm up bright and early on a Friday, which is unheard of apart from for work. And today is a very chill day, so I've been told that I'm only needed for a few hours. So I'm going to make the most of it. I'm going to have a day in the city centre just shopping, and then I'm going to go and help for a little bit like they wanted me to. And then tonight, I think they've got a few drinks, so I'm probably going to go and join that. But I do have a work meeting that I need to join at 6. So I'm going to have to come back to my hotel room and join that, because the work grind don't stop when you're on annual leave, apparently. So yeah, that's today's plan, really. I haven't really got many plans. Like, I'm just going to have a little wander around because I've never been to Sheffield. I'm just going to have a little look, see what's going on, see what shops there are, see like the sights, I guess.
The next day.
Morning everyone. So it is Saturday and it is currently 7 a.m. in the morning, which is unheard of for me to wake up at 7 a.m. But it is conference day and I am very excited to go. I have to get up about 7:30 to help set up. So I am up bright and early and I'm ready to go. Last night it was the pre-drinks and it was absolutely lovely, apart from I did get home at about 1 a.m. and obviously I got up at 6 to get ready for today. So today is going to consist of a lot of coffees and a lot of energy drinks. But I am going to try and film as much as I can today. Obviously there is a kids track, so I'm going to try and avoid filming that. But I'm going to film what I can and I'll bring you along.
6.5 hours later.
So the conference just finished and I've just got back to my hotel just to get a little bit freshen up because it has been absolutely warm today and I've been running around like a headless chicken. So I just got into some normal clothes because we now have the after party at a little like student pub, which is quite nice. But I got a few stairs walking town. Apparently wearing a top saying Metasploit is looking very dodgy. So I decided I would get changed, but because obviously I'm a volunteer and I want people to know I volunteered, I'm still going to have my t-shirt on me. I'm just going to tie it around my bag. But I have a slight problem because I have got quite a lot of merch and it doesn't fit my case. And I only have a rucksack and a little case for me. I literally probably have to sit on my case to shut it. Okay, just for a bit of context, this is all merch I've got. Yes, there are foam fingers and yes, they have been used. And obviously the other side of my case is like my personal stuff. How am I going to get that on a train back home? I get chucked out of my hotel at 10 a.m. tomorrow and I have tried to pack up as much as I can now. But I feel like I might have to carry them foam fingers onto the train, which is going to be awkward and I'm probably going to get a lot of stares, but that's what you get for getting to a hacking conference. But for now, it is after party time and I have been given 2 free drink tokens, but I managed to socially engineer myself to get some more. So I now have unlimited drinks basically.
The next day.
Morning everyone, it is Sunday, it is home time, well not home time. I am just about to check out on my hotel. It was an interesting one because this is literally my room. As you can see, it is literally a bed, and then obviously I've got my shower next, which is literally like a walk-in shower next to my bed, which is really weird. But my train isn't until 5 o'clock because I decided to play it smart. Me getting a last-minute train ticket, they were 70 quid, but there was one for 20 quid. So obviously I took that, but it's not till 5, so I won't get home until 8:30, and then by the time I get in the taxi, get home, it'll probably be 9. So I'll be tucked up in bed nice and early, ready for work tomorrow. But I actually didn't sleep. It is currently 9:30. I got home at 4. Got up at 7. Obviously had an hour to get ready. And then I watched Netflix for a little bit and then had to pack my bag. I have got a slight problem with bags. So because there was so much goodies yesterday, I can't fit them all in my bag. So I have my case, which is literally overflowing. Like I had to sit on my case. Obviously got my rucksack, and luckily on Friday, I didn't do much shopping. I literally just did like drink shopping because there's no restaurant in this hotel. So I luckily had to carry a bag so I can kind of put some stuff in there. Apart from everything fit in my case and my rucksack, apart from these foam fingers. So I literally have a bag of foam fingers. But I guess you have to do what you have to do. I can probably just like kind of tie it to my case, I guess. But yeah, today is kind of a chill day. So obviously I'm leaving at 5, but they are having a like kind of goodbye game this morning, like chilled morning, because obviously everyone's a bit tired, probably didn't get much sleep. But it was such a lovely weekend. Like, I had such an amazing weekend. I am so glad I came up, and I didn't get too many photos and videos just because I was so busy. I was literally running around like a headless chicken, but I do know that there's so many photos out there, so I'll try and make a little montage for you. But yeah, the plan today is going to this kind of goodbye games morning lunch, and then get my train home, unpack, and I'll show you when I get home all the goodies I've got, because there are some golden ones. Like, literally, there are some amazing stuff in there.
6.5 hours later.
So it is Sunday night and it is about 8 p.m. and I am finally home after what I can just say was the worst travel ever. So my train was at 4:58. Got to my train and it was delayed until 5:15. That's fine, like, you know, I get it, trains get delayed. Got on the train with my reserved seat. Couldn't sit in my seat. They merged 3 trains all together. So for a lovely 3-hour train, I was stood up for half of it, and I really wanted a nap because obviously you saw I went out, and I obviously got home at about 3 or 4 a.m. and obviously I was out very early and it was not it. So I am very tired, but I am so glad to be home. Like, as soon as I got home, I was just like, yes, put my feet up, get ready for bed because I am knackered. Before I do that, I want to show you all the cool stuff we got. So obviously every year you get like swag bags, and this year they really pulled out. So they do have this thing where every year they give you the most random like memorabilia for the event. So one year it was actual like police handcuffs. It's been capes before, it's been like top hats. This year we were given foam fingers, which obviously kind of works well because of the England game. But I couldn't fit this in my bag. If you saw my previous clips, when I was packing my bag, I had to put this in a carrier bag. Yeah, we've got foam fingers, which you can use for the next England game. We also get a massive, really cool swag bag. So obviously it is Steelcon branded. Obviously I have my volunteer t-shirt that says Metasploit, but they really pulled out for these bags. Like, a lot of places just give you like, you know, I went to one B-sides and they literally just gave you a plastic bag with like a notebook. But they went full out on this. So it's really annoying as well because there are some really cool stuff in here and I didn't want to break it because my train was so like rough as well, because obviously I was standing a lot of the time and my case was in luggage storage, but because it was so full I had to pile it on someone's case, and I was basically playing Tetris and it felt like my case kept falling and I was so worried because we were given a really cool bowl. Now you're probably looking at this thinking it's just a cereal bowl. It's not. It is a Steelcon branded cereal bowl. So that is pretty cool. It's got the Steelcon logo. I'm so glad this made it in one piece because I did not want to be picking up shards of ceramic in my bag, especially with like my clothes and stuff. I got a little positive potato. That's actually quite cute. It's like a little crochet. I think it's crochet. Or is it knitted? There's a little positive potato, which, you know, spread a bit of positivity. And it's a really cute bag actually. Because it's a long day, they obviously need to give you energy. So I got some classic fruit mix. I've never actually seen this brand of sweets. I've seen Maynard's, but I've not seen fruit mix. I also have a bottle of Henderson's. I do not know what Henderson's is, but I've been told that I need to try it. It is strong and northern. Spicy table sauce. Splash it on. So I am going to try that, and well, I'm not going to try it now, but I'm looking forward to trying that. I'm glad that made it one piece because obviously look how dark the sauce is. If that's smashed all over my lovely white t-shirts I had, yeah, that wouldn't have gone well. I also have a conference program, which obviously I did not use because I was running around all day. So this is just a memorabilia. It's got all the talks. So it's got, like, you know, people who did talks, and, like, you know, the welcome sponsors. It's 11 years old, so, like, you know, talk about history. I also have a Steelcon car air freshener, which is definitely not going to be used because I don't have a car. I know you're probably thinking, oh, but I've seen videos of you driving. Yes, you have, but that was when I lived out of the UK. That's when I lived on roads where the speed limit was 30 miles an hour. I am now in the UK where the speed limit is about 70. So as you can guess, I am too scared to drive. Air freshener. I don't actually know what it smells of. I am surprised it does not smell of Lynx. Before you ask why, basically someone in the crew room yesterday decided to bring some Lynx because obviously sweaty, running around, but it was Lynx Marmite. It stunk the room out. And I also have a one card maze. I have no idea what a one card maze is, so we're going to find out. It's probably, hence the name, going to be something to do with cards. Oh, it's like a little travelling card game. But one of the sponsors, if you have heard of Black Hills, they are a massive cybersecurity company. They pretty much like every DEFCON big event, and they were there yesterday, and I got a pretty cool anti-spyphone training bag, and they have this really cool card game called Backdoors and Breaches. They have some cool stuff. So I was given a pen testing guide, which I'm not a pen tester, but I am going to probably have a look at this because there is some really cool stuff in there. Like, you know, are you dating a threat actor? You know, it's just like kind of jokey stuff, like only jokes that kind of people in cyber would get. I got a very cool sticker that is obviously Black Hills Hacker, because if you go to a hacking conference you even get stickers. I don't know where I'm going to put all these stickers because this is my work laptop. As you can see, a lot of stickers, a lot of B-side ones, a lot of like kind of jokey ones. Yeah, I think I need to get another laptop. I have the anti-spyphone training guide, which is basically marketing. It's all their courses. They've got a lot of courses, all I can say. It's got this little like kind of checklist that you can take out and tick which courses you've been to. So far I'm on a 0, but I do want to go on some. We have another sticker. This one is Threat Hunter, which actually works quite well because I do threat hunting. So we got that. I got the standard pack, the intense competitive pack, the instant response pack. I have the red teaming pack. I've got all the packs yesterday. They literally just handed them out like, do you want the packs? I was like, hand them over. So as you can see, I managed to fit that all in my case somehow, and nothing smashed, which is a bonus. But it was such a good event and I absolutely loved the event. I think my highlight was just meeting new people, kind of representing the South, because obviously I came a long way. I was 3 hours on a train, so it was nice just to meet new people and kind of represent the South. But anyway, I hope you really enjoyed this very chaotic Steelcon vlog. I actually really enjoyed this weekend and filming. Sorry I didn't get to film too much. Hopefully next year you will go if you're inspired. It's really a good event. Like, everyone is so friendly. I didn't know anyone when I went on Thursday. Like, I didn't know anyone. And then when I went on Friday, I didn't know anyone. I was kind of sat in the corner. I got introduced someone, and like it literally just became like a little circle. And it's lovely because we're planning next year already. But if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, comment down below, and I will see you in the next one.